So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Operating from the gun. Gray. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. A big pickup of 38.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gray to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. They run out of the gun with Swift. And some room to roam now. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking. And that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Gray now looking to throw on second down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Throwing on first down. McLeod. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down. McLeod. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. McLeod. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. McLeod sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Gray. Off the play fake. Wide open receiver. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Gray on 1st down. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Looking to throw on second down. McLeod. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Romeo Lacroix shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. And he's got some space here. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds from 10 yards out. And the Lions have retaken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is now 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwagu, 71 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Gray, throwing to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. McLeod lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions. And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. Back to throw is Gray. Throwing on first down. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Gray targets and finds Reynolds once more. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, he'll drop to throw. Keeps himself upright.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Back to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away from the 6.
So we are at halftime here.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on 3rd down. McLeod. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They get this out left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Off the play fake, Gray. That one complete. He finds Shark.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gray now from the gun on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
52 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they